Passive house are the concepts of designing the energy efficient buildings which cause utilization of naturally available resources and the components from inside of the building which can be regenerated for extracting the heat or dissipating the heat from a living residential space to create thermal comfort inside of that building. Passive housing concepts have been in practice since the medieval times, which had been replaced by the auxiliary means of heating or cooling like air conditioners, fans, but the human world is subjecting towards proceeding towards the passive house concept once more as it causes reduction in bills, carbon dioxide emissions, as well as providing the required thermal comfort inside of the building. The passive house concepts generally use the natural resources but can also be equipped with energy sources of 15 kilowatt per hour per meter square per year to heat or cool required by the users. The movement of air can be up to zero point 0.6 ACH, where air can change the overall volume of the building 0.6 times in an hour. Here we can see that the frontal house is more suited towards the passive house concept rather than the rear house, as we can see various thermal patterns, that is, heat is ejecting from the rear house rather than the frontal. The concept of thermal house deals with various parameters such as the sun, which can be used. The solar energy can be used for thermal collection by thermal collectors or photovoltaics for electricity. The glasses can be glazed as per the requirements. Double glazing or triple glazing can be done to the glasses for storing the heat inside, and it partially acts like insulation. Insulations can also be used along with heat exchangers, which exchange heat from the air. The general, the general components of a passive house are the location, orientation, and layout of the building, shadings and overhangs the building possesses, insulation inside of the building, the amount of ventilation in the building, and the uses of thermal masses in the building. We shall be dealing with each component briefly: location, orientation, and the layout of the building. It generally deals with taking the climatic benefits into advantage for heating and cooling of the houses. Geographic positioning of the houses plays a major role. It comprises of factors such as sunlight allowance, sun hours, wind movement, wind direction, and wind speed. The orientation of the houses required for passivity of a house differs along with the hemisphere. As we know, in the northern hemisphere of the world, the sun moves around the south direction. The movement of the sun, that is from east to west direction, happens from the southern plane, whereas it happens in the northern plane in the houses of southern hemisphere. So for more solar allowance, the houses in the northern hemisphere, in the colder part of northern hemisphere, should be facing southern direction, whereas the houses in the warmer part of the northern hemisphere need to be facing north direction, whereas the vice versa happens for the houses in the southern hemisphere. Layout refers to positioning of the rooms inside of a building as per the solar allowance, the positioning of the openings such as windows, doors, and the placing of slopes for shadings according to the solar movement and the sun hours. Suppose the kitchen needs to be placed in the direction where the sun rays proceed faster in the morning. So, if a northern hemisphere is considered, then the kitchen needs to be placed in southeast direction of the building. We shall be dealing about rest of the components in our next video. Thank you. Till then, take care, stay at home, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.